Hello, my name is Prime and welcome back to ATS Showcases, and today we're going to do something a little bit different, continuing on from our past episode here on ATS Showcases where I did a delivery to this wonderful area of the secret ATS map, which is Winterland right now because of the Christmas 2023 event. We are going to be exploring this beautiful map, which contains some different regions. So I've set out a course for ourselves. We're going to head over to the Arts Workshop first. We're going to go over to the Post Office, Mountain Resort, and then down to the chocolate factory there to finish off the delivery, starting here from Town Square, of course. And we're going to kind of explore the area, see what all the nice visuals are, including, well, some of these nice lanterns that are going up into the sky around the tree here. We're in the morning. The day-night cycle here in Winterland I have found to be quite short. There's not a whole lot of light, which is to be expected considering it is winter. For those who may not know a lot about the winter climate, days generally are quite short in these types of climates, so it kind of makes sense through and through. So we're driving the T680, the same truck, the next gen from the previous video. For those who watched that, so you'll recognize the truck and configuration because I mentioned this is just a continuation pretty much of that episode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get rolling and explore this wonderful winter map. It is very slippery out here in Winterland. Plenty of slippage happening. I was going to do this delivery without traction control, but I realized with this T680, it's not as maybe... well, I was hoping to maybe do some drifting and stuff with the truck, but it's not as easy because this truck, even with stability control off, or traction control I should say, it still doesn't really want to do much drifting even at higher speeds. It's just Kenworth has tuned this thing so well that it doesn't really want to spin up its tires that much. I guess I should say it does spin up its tires. However, it just doesn't really want to do a donut, which I was really hoping that it would. But even still, we're here. That's all that matters. What a wonderful snowy area, though, that is Winterland. It's really nice to have this as a, well, free community event for anyone who happens to have a World of Trucks account, which again is completely free. It is a very cool thing to connect to your profile because, well, you get a lot of these really neat community events, and, well, just like this. These nice little areas, and this is actually a very first for, well, the American Truck Simulator and ETS2 realm. Generally, we're not used to having, well, a whole other section of a map appear through these cool little sparkly portals, I guess you could call them, to get to these various areas. So it is pretty neat to have a whole little winter wonderland, also known as just Winterland, here in ATS and ETS2. So as we drive through, and I was going to say control this truck on the icy roads, but as we drive the truck past some of these areas, what a lovely area. And I'll try and get the camera to work out well for us today, as there are plenty of trees, as a lot of the passages appear to be quite narrow, generally speaking. Lovely mountain range, though, up ahead. I set the game time to about 8 o'clock-ish in the morning, as far as I know. There should be a clock somewhere on the dash here, but oh well. It's somewhere around at that time, so we can get some daylight, so we're not just, relying on high beams the entire time here. But it looks like we're coming up to the Arts Workshop. Now, this map isn't necessarily huge, but it doesn't have to be, because it is a wonderful little kind of winter lodge style area. Very, very nice indeed. So, looks like this would be the Winter Workshop, which is or the Arts Workshop, I should say. Yeah, that makes sense. Looks like some trucks on the side there. A little extra container. This is where, of course, you would select your job. We are not going to be doing that today because, well, I don't need to. It looks like there's some snow chunks on the ground. We don't want to hit those. And looks like some logs. What else is around here? There's something light up on the hill there. Not quite sure what that is. I think just another building or a street light or something. How neat. This is another little village over here. Well, how neat. Little circle. I haven't explored any of this area yet, keep in mind. Oh, is those people skating? I think there are. Well, we're going to come around over here. There is a viewpoint over there. Maybe we'll have to, if we see some of the viewpoints, I know there are a few of them around here, but maybe we'll have to do that. Maybe that would be a good thing to do, at least some of it. Maybe not the whole thing. But that's pretty cool. People skating laps on the community pond. Looks very neat to me. Go up and over the bridge. Beautiful stuff. And yeah, so we'll continue around here. Why don't we see what this beautiful cinematic shot, I'm going to assume it'll be beautiful. We'll see what this has to offer us today. We may not do it for all of them, but we'll stop here, the first one here, and see what happens. So let's turn off the truck, view the point here. Oh, it's Rudolph's Village. Oh, how neat. Different theme there, or T680 in the foreground. People skating in the background. I don't know how much of a cutscene there is. It's just telling me to hit escape. Is this all of it? Or is it going to do a different... Oh, it's going to do a different cinematic shot. Interesting. Lots of kind of Christmassy music playing in the background. Don't think this is copyrighted. Hopefully not, because it's probably going to stay in the video, so I guess I'll find out. And if it gets chopped out, well, then that has been a prime revision, because YouTube has had a bit of a hissy fit, probably. But it's nice little Christmassy music in the background. Kind of neat overall. Look at that mountain range, though. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And all for a Christmas event as well, people. Keep in mind. I could see them maybe using this kind of map into the future for other Christmas events, not just kind of abandoning it after one. And let's go ahead and continue on, because we have a few other areas to check out. And, well, we got to get those rolling, don't we? And, I mean, we could do the viewpoints of the other ones, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil all the beautiful viewpoints, because they are truly incredible, the viewpoints that are around here. Obviously, that is the first one I've seen, but I like to not necessarily spoil all the viewpoints. I used to do a cinematic kind of trailer of new DLCs, where then I basically just do all the viewpoints. However, I decided afterwards that that's maybe not the best thing to do, because they are an achievement after all, and a lot of people like to do that, go sightseeing and see what they can get into. So I've decided maybe to dial back on the amount of viewpoints, so then I'll give you guys a bit of a taste here and there. Just everyone who watches, just give you a little bit of a taste of what the viewpoints could be like, but maybe not touch on all of them. That's sometimes maybe the best way to go, just for spoilers' sake, because we all know the wonderful keyboard warriors out there that tend to just have... Well, they can be easily offended by pretty much anything you say, and luckily, I haven't really noticed anyone around here on any of the videos across the channel now, which is, well, we're closing on 800 videos uploaded to the Prime Simulation channel, which is just bonkers, but it is incredible to say as well. Really haven't noticed any of the stereotypical keyboard warrior who just hides behind the screen and says what they want. Everyone who comments, and please continue to do so, whether it's constructive or positive or whatever, even if it's negative, I don't really care. I love all the interaction around here, and I do thank everyone for all their input on the videos. I guess we can't go left there. That is just someone's driveway. Better pay attention a little bit more there, Prime. That may be a little bit more useful. I guess, I could also just, I don't know, follows a sign that goes up to the post office. So we'll make a left up here. I really haven't been indicating this video thus far, so that may not be the greatest thing for realism's sake. Got a little bit of slippage on that corner. Not a whole lot, though. So you really have to get play the whole camber game on the corner to try and get some drifting happening in this truck. It really is planted, which is a very good thing. Don't get me wrong, but it's maybe not the most trick-laden truck. And there's a little extra road that will cut up that way. There's lots of little roads that cut across this whole area, which I've seen. Of course, there's only a few areas, I guess 5 technically, within Winterland here. But it is still really, really neat to kind of explore around and see what you can get into. So I guess we have to go... Well, I'm going to go up first, but what in the world is on that map is down there? Can I see it from the exterior? Is that a lake down there? Don't tell me I can drive on the lake as I'm driving off the road. You serious? Oh, I gotta head down there then. Yeah, that whole area looks like the road just goes onto a lake. Oh, we just scrape it up against the barrier. Oops, don't mind me. Well, okay. Hello then. We're gonna drive on an ice lake? Well, that's pretty interesting, if you ask me. I don't mind so if I do. So we're going to skip this viewpoint here, just because I'm sure it's going to be some beautiful views. And actually, we'll stop right here. Look at that view over the lake. Beautiful stuff. Another nice little town down here. Don't mind if I do. Looks like almost like a little more fishing village, kind of mock of, basically, which is kind of neat. That is very, very neat. Very, very neat indeed. Looks like there's a pond off the back there that you can drive on as well. But we'll try and see if we can get onto it somewhere down here. I mean, the post office is just off to our left somewhere, and it looks like, yes, post office somewhere down in here, I'm going to assume. Yes, maybe. Where's the post office? Somewhere around here. Post office, I guess it's down on the other side. We'll continue around and see what we can get into. And the GPS wants us to go back. However, I'm going to see if I can... Actually, can I cut across this lake? Oh, I can. Beautiful. Well, we're going to take the lake route today. We're going to cut across the frozen lake. Oh, there's the post office over here. Well, how neat. Okay. Well, how am I supposed to get onto the water here? Can I just go through here? I think so. Yeah, I can. Well, don't mind if I do head over here to the boat launch, which is going to be a Kenworth T680 launch today. Well, how cool. We're driving on ice, my friends. Oh, here it... Okay. Yeah, you can get some slippage happening here. Can we get a donut happening, or am I just plowing along the front end? Ice physics may not be the greatest. Won't lie on that one. It's a little bit, well, I don't want to say slippy, but, you know, it's maybe not the greatest. Where if we gotta go, we'll go around the island here. It doesn't really slide when you lock up the rear end, which you think it would. But I do understand the fact that, you know, it's... Oh, well, after some issues with the cinematic camera there. So, tip, don't hit cinematic camera on the water here on the lake. For some reason, it really seems to be having issues or breaking. I don't know what's going on, but it was causing some serious issues with me, so I don't know if there's some weird glitch in my game. I don't think so, but we're going to head off the water here and continue on our merry way. No pun intended. So yeah, it looks like we got to make a left here to head over to the mountain resort, which is just fantastic. What a beautiful area, though. The water, pretty neat that you can actually drive on. Kind of, well, an ice road technically, but that being the lake, kind of neat indeed. There we go. There's our GPS. It didn't like us for a little bit there. You can kind of get some sliding on the corners, as I mentioned earlier. Not a ton, but you can get some. And some of you may have noticed that in that really not that long of a jump in the video between when I got on the lake and I'm leaving out, the amount of the amount of light that is now in this world. It moves very quickly, and I wasn't really fiddling with the game that long, to be honest. Stuff happens pretty quick here with the day-night cycle. Very quickly indeed. Looks like, is that a rail line? There must be a train that goes through here as well. I'd assume there is. I thought I may have noticed one, to be honest. Kind of goes through in the town faintly. May not be that common though. But there probably is one around. You may have noticed it as well on your adventures, for those who have done so already. And I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, but hey, there's not a whole lot of people on these roads anyways. It's pretty quiet out here in Winterland. That's why we don't have to worry too much anyways. And I don't really want to go too fast because it is pretty slick. However, 45 miles an hour feels like it's pretty quick for these roads. I don't even know if there's really a speed limit posted anywhere. A nice little bit of a river section. Very neat indeed. And looks like we're coming up to the mountain resort, which is fantastic. Huge cuts in the well, I guess snow and also the rock through here in the landscape. Very neat indeed. Huge cut of faces of the hill. Let's see what the mountain resort is like up here. Well, looks like a resort. Who knew? Looks like if we can actually head up into it a bit more though, which is kind of handy indeed. So we're gonna make a left here. Brake prime. Good if you don't go flying off into the sunset, which it will be soon, even though it's about noon as far as I know. Kind of in game time here. Continue up through the very high. I don't know if these are supposed to be snowbanks or just cuts in the road. I'm going to assume maybe just the way the hill and the landscaping is. But here you go. Another viewpoint off here. Beautiful mountain resort. Oh, hit the side of the thing. Oh, there's ski hills and big mountain ranges. Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense indeed. So I don't know if we can really turn around up here. I guess the actual... Oh, yes, we can. Because the actual mountain resort depot is up right there. Okay, well, perfect. At least we can spin around here, which I shall do in the depot itself. It'll make life a little bit easier. There we go, mountain resort. So now we are going to head back down and we are going to try and get to the chocolate factory. Because everyone loves the chocolate factory, don't we? And let's see what the chocolate factory is like and also the scenery on the way there. Try and make our way through here without sliding off the edge. It is a... Oh, come on, go exterior view, please. Very, very lovely area. Beautiful sunset as well. Can't believe I'm saying sunset already, but it is true. We will be heading back into the lower light conditions awfully soon here in Winterland. As I mentioned, things happen quite quickly through here. So let's go ahead and get on route, I should say, to the chocolate factory, which I guess we just have to go straight through town here. Lovely indeed. Go through the intersection where I nearly didn't brake hard enough. That would have been bad. Very bad indeed. Oh yes, there's the ski lifts. At least looks like ski lifts to me. We're gonna go this way. I guess it really doesn't matter around the pylon. Because it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, but we're gonna... Actually, like it does, there are one ways. And we are moving. Truck sliding around a little bit. Gotta be careful. Really don't want to crash the truck. I've already scraped it up a bit on snowbanks and barriers already today. Really don't feel like doing a whole lot more damage, because that is never fun to do to a truck, or any vehicle for that matter. Not the greatest to do overall. What a lovely... Let's see if cinematic cam works here. Ah, cinematic cam works everywhere else. Well, that's good. I thought it did. Just does not work on the water. So just don't do it on the little lakes there, frozen lakes. Really doesn't like it. Really doesn't like it at all for whatever reason. Not sure why, but it just doesn't. But that's okay. Nothing is perfect. And considering this is all part of a free winter event anyways, I'm not going to complain. It's not like I paid for it anyways. Let's face it. Getting the sunset through the trees looks really nice. Lots of beautiful sun reflections. And see if I can maybe get something exciting happening with this T680. Can we get it to slide and drift? Not really. It's just kind of going back and forth and catches grip. It's really not that, maybe not the most exciting of all trucks to try and drive around here. Maybe if it had a different transmission, or if I had a mod that had really high horsepower or something where it could just spin up and there's like one gear, then you could get it to drift. But with all the gears, it really doesn't, I don't think it really turns the wheels fast enough, to be honest. It just doesn't do it. Well, you can definitely do some rallycross through this road here, though. Apex corners, because no one around here anyways. So let's see if we can get the truck. Oh, a little too close. That looks like a Wreckfest video to me, and we've damaged the truck pretty significantly. Telling us to visit a service center now, which is not the greatest thing, but at least I did that right at the end of this video, or nearing the end. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. So is this the chocolate factory? Or is that something else? It looks like a train station to me. This is a viewpoint. That looks like a train station. I would say it is. And again, try not to crash. I would say that looks like a chocolate factory. That is fantastically huge. Yeah, don't mind the truck. It is not happy at the moment. But that looks to me like a wonderful sized chocolate factory. Near Willy Wonka style. Huge. Huge, huge factory. Very neat indeed. Well, welcome to the chocolate factory, everyone. What a lovely little area. We'll head out this way. Kind of just park around on the side, I guess. Yeah. Let's pull over here. And I'm going to thank you all so much for watching what? A different video. Different showcase than we're used to. I get that. However, it is still a very, very neat kind of event overall. And it's a very unique map that I think should be appreciated. And that's why we did this video. Kind of just chilled, laid back. Well, I guess sort of. It's a prime simulation episode. This is always something that's going to go wrong. Which there was. But even still, what a fantastic little quick episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the Christmas event for those who are complete or participating within it. And for those who are not, well, hopefully you're just enjoying watching the videos and playing whatever game you may enjoy. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.